Give me a minute. I had to get that one in. Alright. Welcome back to Deep South Bayou Diesel, guys. It's been a hot minute since I last brought you a video. But this one is... looks like I'm coming to the end of the chasing the vibration issue. I'm extremely elated. I'm very happy. So, what you're looking at is the pinion yoke. Now, this dust shield right here that you see is actually from the new pinion yoke that we're going to go underneath the truck and take a look at here in just a second. I just wanted to point out a few things. If you look right here, let me get some of this nasty burnt differential oil off of here. Okay. I want you to look right... Well, let me pull this off of here. That way we don't have to be so difficult. Alright, so if you look... Let me go professor on you guys. I'm going to do it the professor. Got to have my pointing stick, right? Alright, so if you look right here, that's severely scored. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. Focus, camera, focus. So if you look, this is severely scored. And that's because this, not necessarily this yoke, not the yoke itself, but this yoke was getting damaged because of when I pulled this pinion yoke off and I grabbed hold of the actual pinion, the back of it, I was able to rattle that puppy around. And I know you're not supposed to be able to do that. There's supposed to be like a tiny bit of play in there. But you're not supposed to be able to just, you're not supposed to be able to do that. So, honestly, I believe that that's the issue. I'm just, with the way I'm working right now, on my weekends, that's my leisure time. So, I'm not really in a rush. That's what I use to go back and forth to work in. Eventually I will get around to fixing this. It's just simply take off the differential. I have to jack up the rear end, pull these tires off, pull all that off, get these axles pulled out, take off the differential cover, drain that fluid, pull that carrier out, and while I'm in there, I may as well just replace all of the bearings. But anyway, before we go underneath the truck, I wanted to show you guys my setup. So remember I was telling you how with these straps on here, by the way, one of these are new. I'm trying to, it's kind of hard to tell which one's new because they're both just as nasty as can be. I believe it's that one, because this side's marked, this side's not, and I believe it's this side. So I believe that's the side that's new. And again, it's hard to tell since they're both so just nasty. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the world is there a snap ring for the universal joints? Well, you're supposed to be able to just put your universal joint that goes onto the back here, put these little strap covers over it, bolt it down, call it a day, right? No. So with these straps on here, you could grab hold of that drive shaft and you'd still be able to shake it from side to side. You'd see the cap doing this number right here on both sides, by the way. So what I did to try to remedy that, a little backwoods ingenuity here, is I would take the cap and I'd stick that in there just like that. I'd have one on one side, one on the other, and then, you crank that down and it would stop it. But even in that glorious situation, it would still vibrate. So when it's rotating, it would vibrate up and down. But let me show you guys. Because I didn't like doing it with the vehicle running. It's a lot easier, quieter, and safer for me to show you guys what was going on. Oh God. Alright guys, you're just gonna have to give me a moment. I'm pushing 40 years old and I work in concrete, so anyway, so here's the new pinion yoke. I mean, as you can see, that looks good. So what I was saying, here's the original dust shield. It's not broken. FedEx delivered this one. I went off on the seller. I told him, hey, look, I know it's not your fault, but you may not want to continue using FedEx because they are a horrible courier service. And I've seen the YouTube skits of people showing how, UPS will throw stuff. Our UPS mail lady here is actually one of the sweetest ladies you'll ever know, and she's actually very careful with your packages as well as your mail. So, and then UPS here, same way. These guys are hard workers. FedEx, they want to collect a check and do nothing. That's what they want to do. That's just, that ain't my opinion. That's the collective conversation that we've had with everyone within a 3-county radius. Okay? 3-county radius. So, when you have a large group of people saying the exact same thing, apparently there's something wrong with FedEx, and I'm sure it's not just here in my state. I'm sure it's not. But that's my little rant. Anyway, the seller was very awesome. He actually gave me a partial refund and told me I could keep this. So you really can't beat that. Plus, on top of that, this comes with a 5-year warranty, which I still get to keep my 5-year warranty. So all in all, that's a heck of a deal. Just be sure, if you have any issues, if you do purchase on, I'm not really a big Amazon guy. I love eBay. I know a lot of people are like, oh, eBay scam. Not really if you know where to shop. And I've been with eBay for, 15, 20 years now. So, but anyway, as you can see, I'm pushing and I'm lifting because as you can see, this is at an angle. So I'm lifting and I'm pushing and there is no movement in those caps whatsoever. So that's one improvement in itself. Now, I haven't tested it yet. I'm going to do it when I get off camera here. But I'm going to see if this drive shaft... So, don't drop the camera. So as you can see, this drive shaft, when it would rotate, it would kind of bounce down a little bit. If the camera would clear up, there we go. So it would kind of bounce down a little bit. So like when it was rotating, I'd have my finger underneath here just like that, my knuckle, and it would kind of tap the top of my knuckle. So, and then even I would take like a board and put underneath this while it's rotating. That way I was able to hold it a little bit better. And while it was rotating, you would see it just tap the top of the board. So the rotation, what I'm believing, is because the bearing that sits right behind here. So what I would need to do is change out the race and the bearing, because you have one on this end, you have one on that end, and then you have your race and bearings on your carrier. And then I do believe you have your race, your bearing, and your seal. Or your bearing and your seal. I don't know if I think there is a race. In all my 30 years of doing automotive work, I have actually never changed the bearings out on a rear axle. I have changed the seals, but I've never changed the bearings. So I honestly don't know if there are. And I have no problem being told, hey, yeah, there are races, bearings, and seals, or hey, it's just races and seals. But you would think that there would be races and bearings. they kind of go hand in hand. But anyway, yeah, so far it looks like all I need to do is just purchase the rebuild kit for my rear differential. And like right now is just my 2-day weekend. Like I worked yesterday, I'm off today, I'm off tomorrow, I go back Monday. But this coming week, I work Monday through Thursday, and then I'm off. That's another thing I love about this job, because you have 1 week you work 5 days, the next week you work 4 days, the next week you work 5 days, and it's just a pattern that keeps going back and forth. So at least you're not dragging out every single week. Oh man, Friday needs to hurry up and get here. No, you worked out Friday, and then you're super excited about the next week because it's only 4 days. And on top of that, it's starting to cool off. So, I mean, this is a win-win for everyone. But anyway, I'm hoping to start filming a little bit more. I'm just basically making money, and I'm saving my money. I have a pretty good amount of money in savings now, so that's also a great thing. But I really plan on doing a lot more with this truck. And of course, as that happens, I will make a video. And of course, don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel, which is Outlaw Bayou Rider. That's my motorcycle channel. I just started it, so there's not a whole lot there. I eventually plan on getting another motorcycle, but right now I'm focusing on this truck. That way I can get that one over there sold. And once I get that truck over there sold, the only thing this truck has going with it, an issue, is a vibration issue, and I need to replace my transmission. It's got a bad leak on it. I've done a lot of work to it. I'm tired of messing with it, so I'd just rather get a remanufactured transmission, throw it in, fill it up with fluid, and move on. This truck has got a lot of potential. The motor runs strong. It doesn't have any leaks or taps or knocks or anything like that. It's a great strong motor. So it just needs a good transmission and get the vibration issue squared away. I've got 4 brand new tires on here. I don't even have 500 miles on them yet. Every time I come home, I look at this truck and I'm like, oh, there's my beauty right there. But, I eventually plan on driving this truck to and from work and to and from out of town. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. More to come. Keep your eyes and ears open for my channel, and let everyone know about it. I'm trying to become bigger. And also another thing, I'm getting much closer to starting my ranch. And once that happens, I do believe what I'm going to do, since I have more subs on this channel than any other of my channels, what I'm going to do is just convert this channel into my ranching channel. That way you guys don't have to worry about trying to go over to another channel or anything like that. So what I'll do is I'll just make this my ranching channel, and when I'm working on my motorcycle, or if I'm working on my truck here, or if I'm working on a tractor, or if I'm dealing with a cow or a chicken or a horse or a goat, it doesn't matter. It'll all be on this channel, because this is the channel that got me my start. And even though I have a long way to go, I don't even have 100 subs yet. I'm hoping to be able to do that, hopefully by the middle of next year. I mean, I'm not one of these young go-getter YouTubers that's going to devote all my time to YouTube. I'm a family man. I have a wife and 2 kids. That's my main focus. That's my drive, is providing for them. And of course, being able to pass on the ranch life to my offspring. I come from a long line of farmers, but I don't have an interest in farming. I respect farmers, I honestly do, but that's not my interest. I want to go into ranching. So I have the land for it. So all I need is to just occupy the land with the animals. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Later, Gators.